Hey, boys and girls. It's time for Uncle Jay Explains the News. Now here's the guy who helps little minds understand big news stories, Uncle Jay.
Hi, boys and girls. Well, this is a busy news week. There's Earth Day, Take Your Daughter to Work Day, the Columbine Anniversary Exploitation, and there's a lot of unanswered questions like, where's the economy going, and who will win the NBA playoffs, and is Adam gay or not? Well, Uncle Jay's news word for this week is piracy. Arr. This word has been in the news a couple of different ways. Of course, there was the rescue of Captain Richard Phillips from real pirates who grabbed him for their own personal profit, treated him like a piece of merchandise, and would have moved on to their next victim if they hadn't been stopped. And now all the TV shows are scrambling to get Captain Phillips, grabbing him for their own personal profit and treating him like a piece of merchandise before they move on to their next victim, which they won't do until they're finished with their current one. Susan Boyle got famous thanks to YouTube, which also made these Domino's Pizza's employees famous for the very same reason, for showing the world what they had inside themselves. Well, there's a very different kind of piracy going on in the news, and that's all about illegal downloading on the internet. And that's something that all of us have heard about. And last week, some guys in Sweden whose website is actually named Pirate Bay were sentenced to prison for helping people download movies and stuff illegally. They were going to be sentenced to Windows Vista for life, but that was considered too cruel. Well, there's one more kind of that was also in the news a little further back, but that story was kind of different. Bernie Madoff, the big financial crook, didn't attack ships or download movies, but boys and girls, in his own mind, he must have thought of himself as a swashbuckling kind of guy, even though everybody else thought of him as a very upstanding person. Where he is now, of course, he better stay upstanding most of the time. And now it's time to answer one of your news questions. This week it comes from Billy in Phoenix. Hi, Billy. Billy writes, Dear Uncle Jay, I went to my city's Tea Party demonstration, and it was really cool. But the report on TV that night made it look like everybody there was crazy and dangerous. Why does the news always go straight to the weirdest people? Thanks, Billy, and welcome to the news on TV. They just can't help themselves. Maybe it would help to think of the news as a TV reality show. And when you think about it, it's really not that much of a stretch. Don't forget, you can see a lot more at www.UncleJayExplains.com. Check back every Monday when Uncle Jay explains the news. And remember, a great kid is great news.